Wildflowers are a fantastic way to encourage pollinators into your garden and add a splash of colour, so in today's video I'm going to share with you 5 wildflowers for your garden in Britain. First up is the poppy. Poppies are one of the most sought after wildflowers for mini meadows due to its striking red colour and connections to Remembrance Day. Typically coming into flower in June to August, they prefer full sun and well drained soils, often nutrient poor like many wildflowers. The seeds can last in the ground for over 50 years, hence why areas that have been dug up can spring into life with poppies that have been laying dormant there. The seed heads dry out later in the summer and small black seeds fall out onto the ground. Another great wildflower is the oxeye daisy. They're a perennial flower and the largest native member of the daisy family. They're an adaptable plant growing in fields, road verges, scrub and woodland as long as the ground is moist and well drained. It's in bloom from June to August and spreads both via seeds and roots stretching out. The head is actually a composite flower, with each floret providing nectar to insects. The plant will grow according to grazing pressure, so will stay lower to the ground in grazed areas but reach heights of up to 1 metre where there's no pressure. Next up is one species that is an absolute must, yellow rattle. Yellow rattle is sometimes known as meadow maker due to its ability to suppress grass and help other native plants come up. Yellow rattle is a hemiparasitical plant, so the seeds attach to grass roots and leach nutrients from them, reducing growth by up to 60%. You'll notice the plant coming up in April and flowering from May to July. It has a lovely yellow flower, and then this turns into a pod which rattles with the seeds inside, hence the name. This plant needs cold weather to germinate, so the seeds need to be sowed the year before in the autumn to come up the following year. Their preferred pollinator is bumblebees. To help it come up, you should cut the meadow each autumn and scarify the ground. You could try purple loosestrife, which is a tall flower generally found in lake margins, marshes and reed beds. It tends to flower between June and August and is a perennial, so will keep coming up year after year. If you have a pond in your garden, it's a great addition. Its long stems provide lots of nectar for bees and butterflies, and often flowers later than other plants, so great for any later feeding insects. Seeds can be spread around damp soil, or you can divide the plants in the autumn. They like the full sun, but will also do well in partial shade, and although most often thought as a water plant, can do well in more well-drained meadows. An early plant to have is the cowslip. Cowslips are low-growing plants, often found in meadows and woodland. The crinkled leaves are a giveaway and have a stem that pokes out with a group of yellow flowers. They like dry, chalky soil and normally flower from April to May, providing early nectar to emerging insects. The flower is said to smell of apricot and is associated with May Day, often used in decoration with weddings at that time of year. The cowslip has many folk names such as Key of Heaven, Pagels, Bunch of Keys, and Herb Potter. The name cowslip actually means cow slop in reference to its choice of meadow habitat. Well, that's 5 wildflowers that you could try in your garden, all great to encourage wildlife into your backyard. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, liking the video and subscribing to the channel really helps me out. But you can also donate to my buymeacoffee.com link, and all the money from that goes back into making new films for the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. You can check out some other videos in the links here. Also check out my website and social media, as well as the podcast that I host, the Bearded Tits Podcast. Cheers.